Alrighty guys, so as you guys know, this is the video that I was going to be making. Now, of course, we've reached 500 subs and we've already passed that benchmark because of all of you guys who decided to go ahead and sub. So I mean, for that, I really can't even thank you guys enough for doing that. But today, as you guys know, we are going to be answering the questions that you guys have asked me for the, of course, 500 subscriber special Q&A. And of course, we're going to be going on into the legendary GT Goku event, just because why not, this team that I built here, it's literally just fusions with Gohan as leader. So it's a very fun team. And of course, we are over here on Global, just because, again, I've been doing so many videos over on JP Dokkan that I decided, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of global content here, give Global Dokkan some love. And without a further ado, let's go ahead and hop in to the questions that you guys have posed to me right here. And now, again, I'm actually going to, you guys are going to hear a lot of clicking probably too as I'm trying to find all the questions. But the first one by Suzuka, it was on the YouTube, I think it was a YouTube short or it was just like a regular video. Basically titled Ask Me Any Questions for the 500 sub Q&A. So again, this is the first one that I'm going to go off of. So Suzuka says, who is your most loyal subscriber? Now, that is a very difficult question to ask, or not to ask, but to answer, because again, I would actually argue and say that every single one of you guys are one of my most loyal subscribers. I personally appreciate and thank every single one of you, like genuinely from the bottom of my heart, that you guys have subscribed to the channel, have continued supporting me in all shapes and manners. There are, I would say, some special mentions that I will say, especially, when I stream. There is, of course, I always know that there's always going to be these people always present. Number one would have to be Enemy. So Enemy, for those of you who don't know, again, is a subscriber from, for a while now, and he's also someone, actually, he's the only person who's ever actually subscribed to me also on my Twitch. And he's done it 4 times now. 4 times. And to me, that's literally insane, because for me, it's like, I don't know why he would actually go ahead and do that. Because, I typically don't stream, very much, specifically because of things of school. So, whenever I stream, it's usually over things like the summer, or on rare occasions, like when we have like a 3-day holiday. And if I'm able to fit that time, because again, I'm in my 2nd year of college, by the way, so again, there's like just a lot of stuff, me as a college student, and being a full-time college student as well, that I have to do. So, really, again, like I said, I don't have that much time to stream sometimes, but, I'll usually always find Enemy there. He subs to my Twitch channel. Again, I don't know why he does it, because again, he's given real money, and to me, for me, that kind of makes me feel bad a little bit, because it's like, I don't stream as much, and here this is, Enemy actually giving real money just to subscribe to me on Twitch. So, if we're talking about like not only just a loyal subscriber, but a viewer, then, Enemy would definitely count in that. And even just going off of my head, Big Wump, Shine, 2 very important people to my channel, because they've helped me, do a lot of stuff. A lot of the thumbnails that you guys will see are made from them completely for free, too, by the way. So that's, something I can't, discredit, because they just do so much. Suzuka, the person who asked the question himself, is always just a very constant presence in the channel, and I absolutely love what he does, just always being present, always there. And I forgot to play the audio. We're gonna go ahead and do that here. Just need to make sure everything's up to date. But yeah, again, always watching the videos, always commenting, commenting something. There's also Purple Tuber, there's Ruben. So, there's, a ton of people, that are really central, I would say, to like the community that we have here. And even, some of the newer people as well, like you guys are just as part of this community as anybody else. So again, never forget that. Oh, there's also Denson, just people off the top of my head, Gamerhawk, so, oh, Ultra, so, I do have, you know, a list of people in my head that I do, you know that, you know, like they're always here, they're always present. But to me, the question of who's the most loyal subscriber, to me, that's everybody. You know, anybody who decides to, you know, to sub to me is a loyal subscriber. Because again, you don't have to sub. So for those of you who choose to, I mean, again, you guys are loyal, every single one of you, and you know, I greatly love, appreciate, and respect each and every one of you. And I wish you all the best in whatever you guys decide to do. Now, on to the next one. Purple Tuber says, Legends or Dokkan? Now, that is actually a very interesting question. Now, I know that answer may seem very obvious, Dokkan, because again, I post more Dokkan than anything. And that is very true. Again, I do post a lot of Dokkan, and just a quick thing, I'm going to keep the game audio playing just because, you know, why not? So we can hear those epic little counter things, but between Legends and Dokkan, like, again, I do enjoy Legends, like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoy the game. It's a good game. My main issue that I have with Legends, though, is because Legends is so PvP focused, and you do have to spend ridiculous amounts of money, and if you don't want to, you have to grind so much in Legends. To me, I don't have that time to be sitting there 24/7 grinding the hell out of it. Because literally in the last 3 weeks, they've released 2 banners. LF Bardock, they released Zenkai Chilled, they've released Zenkai Full Power Frieza, the yellow one. They've released the blue Revival Frieza. They've released the green Kaioken Goku. That's just 5 units right there. There is a lot of grinding that you have to do, which to me, again, I personally kind of don't really have that time. And I've typically found that grinding Legends is much more tedious than grinding Dokkan by a significant margin. Dokkan, you know, because of the new auto feature, to me, you know, grinding things like medals for characters, you know, even easy A's, I've typically found it to be not as difficult. Now, Legends, of course, does have an auto mode. It's an auto battle one where it just fights for you, but that's not as reliable. Like, if they had an auto mode for things like the co-op, you know, bosses that you could fight, you know, like the raids, like, I mean, that would be much easier, but no, they don't have that. You have to do it yourself, you know, every single time. Which, again, is not a bad thing, but, you know, just overall, Legends requires more grinding, and you do have to spend more. Because, again, a lot of the content for Legends is based off of teams and PvP. That's basically it. Just teams and PvP. And, again, I really don't have that kind of money to spend on all those units that they constantly Zenkai, constantly release. Now, again, going back to the amount of grinding, you can Zenkai these units for free, but again, it's so much grinding, and again, I just don't have that time. It's to me, it's like an unrealistic thing. I just can't. It's too much. But again, that's not to say that that, you know, Legends is bad. Again, Legends is, you know, quite enjoyable. Like, you know, I do find myself playing it, you know, every once in a while. You know, I will go in, play a couple PvP matches, or I will make content off of it during the anniversaries, you know, big celebrations, you know, absolutely. But in terms of just like a constant thing, no. For me, Legends is kind of like a seasonal thing, where I'll do a couple videos on it, but it's very rare. Again, I will typically only make Legends videos if it's like, if they release a unit like an LF that I genuinely really desire. Like Evolution Blue Vegeta. I really wanted him. So I made a video and I summoned and I got him, you know? So things like that. But again, it has to be a unit that I desperately want or desperately just like gotta have, you know? Like the Transforming Green Rose. That was, again, probably the only non-LF unit that I legit went ham on. Because again, I really wanted him. But again, you know, overall, I would say, like, to me, Dokkan is just better. And to me, Dokkan is a lot more rewarding, if I think that's the correct way of putting it. Because to me, Dokkan has always been a lot free-to-play friendly. Let's just say. A lot more free-to-play friendly. So, you know, in a super long answer, yeah, it's a Dokkan. And then Treep says, what's 7 plus 7? Well, why, of course, Treep, it's 77. So there you go. Now my boy Shine says, so who do you think the better current anniversary unit is? So I assume he's referring to the 7th year anniversary, which again we already know who they are, which is of course the Monkey Boys and the God Boys. Now I've said this already in some of the videos, but I do think the Monkey Boys are better. Specifically, the fact that how do I say this? Gogeta to me at the 55% level feels a lot stronger than the God Boys at 55%. Now, you can absolutely disagree, you know, and I won't eat like I'm not someone who's gonna be like, no, you guys are wrong, you know, like, no. I totally understand where you guys are coming from when, like, if you guys think the God Boys are good. I do think they're, like, basically #1 together, but I do think Gogeta's just slightly above them. You know, because in their base forms, they're pretty much the same unit. You know, there's really no much of a difference there. But transformed, I just think Gogeta's super attack counter is just significantly more useful than the Blue Boys' chances to dodge. Pretty much other than that, I mean that's practically what basically edges them out, is the super attack counter to me is just so damn strong. It's just too, it's just almost too powerful to not go unnoticed. So just because of that slight character decision, I would have to say that the Monkey Boys are much better. Actually, no, not much better, but just slightly better in my mind compared to, of course, you know, the God Boys. So there we go. And then next up is Ash YouTube says, what other animes do you watch? So obviously, you know, one of the animes I watch is Dragon Ball. I mean, that's pretty much a given. But in terms of the other anime I've watched, I've actually haven't seen like an insane amount of anime. I have seen anime, but I typically, you know, compared to others, I will say this, I have not watched as much as other people. I've seen the amount of, you know, stuff that other people have seen, and again, I don't compare to the amount of stuff that other people have seen. But I have seen things like Fire Force. I do think that's a very good anime that a lot of people don't talk about. Fire Force to me was really, really good when I watched it. I hope it gets its second, no, I think it's 5th season or 4th. But again, Fire Force to me is really, really underrated. It's super fun, super good. The plot is amazing. I absolutely adore that anime. Of course, I've seen Attack on Titan. That's actually one of the first animes I've seen. I've seen Tokyo Ghoul. That was actually the first ever anime that I sat down and watched. The whole way through was Tokyo Ghoul until they messed it up with the 2nd season. And then Tokyo Ghoul, like Ray, I didn't even bother watching because it was, you know, just absolutely horrible. They decimated that poor manga. I've seen your Lie in April. I've seen Black Clover, which I don't know why that anime gets so much hate. I absolutely love Black Clover. I think it's probably one of the top 3 new gen. Black Clover. Again, dude, I love that show. I really do. I've seen Demon Slayer, which to me is the #1. To me, Demon Slayer is my favorite anime of all time. I adore Demon Slayer. I've seen Naruto. I've seen a little bit of Bleach. You know, I do think Bleach is good, but again, Bleach, it really didn't, like, blow me away. I think it's the correct way of saying it. Bleach didn't blow me away, but I have seen it. I feel like I'm forgetting other animes that I've seen, but to mine, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, those are very 2 classic ones. I think that's pretty much it. Again, I have not seen a huge amount of anime, but I think that's it. Yeah, Black Clover, Fire Force, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen. God, I don't know why I forgot that one. Jujutsu Kaisen. Absolutely banger anime. Just an absolute mwah, chef's kiss. If I were to really quickly, someone asked me what's your top 3, Demon Slayer, Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen. Those are my top 3. So yeah, those are the animes that I've watched. Ruben says, if you had to choose one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would probably go with the burrito. Now, A burrito, I say, because a burrito you can literally do so much with the burrito. Like there's like, because a burrito in its definition is literally just a tortilla with filling in it, you know, and you can choose whatever filling you want, which I think to me makes the burrito the optimal choice, because you could put beans, so there's like your protein if you're like, you know, vegan. You can do, you know, like just a ton of vegetables in it too, to, you know, so you can get your vitamins and stuff. You could even put cheese if you're a vegetarian, you know, and that's how you can get some dairy stuff in you. So, I mean, yeah, dude, I'd go with a burrito. A burrito seems freaking dope as, like, the one meal you could eat for the rest of your life, because, again, there's just so many combinations that you can do with a burrito, man. It's honestly endless. Your imagination is the only key. But, yeah, I'd choose a burrito. Burrito would be dope. Alright, and then Ruben says, when do you think Demon Slayer will end? Okay, now, Demon Slayer, we have currently basically now finished the Entertainment Light District, which is the one that we're currently watching. Again, the last episode for that season is this Sunday, and it's going to be like a really long one too. I heard it's going to be like 45 minutes. But Demon Slayer has 3 more arcs. So for those of you who don't know, Demon Slayer, the manga, has ended for a while now. The manga artist, in my opinion, I think she should have continued it, but again, she decided to end it, which is fine. But again, there's, in total, I think what? There's 3 arcs left. There's the Swordsman Village arc, which is going to be the next one after the Entertainment District. There's the Infinity Castle arc, which is, you know, is the one after the Swordsman Village. And then the last one, which is the final arc and the end of the show, is going to be the Countdown to Sunrise arc. So, in total, we have, like, what? Yeah, literally 3 arcs left. And just based off of the schedule they've been releasing it, because they waited like a full ass year to release Entertainment District, which, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think that they're gonna do with the rest. I think they're just gonna immediately start working on the next ones because of how goddamn successful Demon Slayer has been. So, when will it end? I would actually say maybe in like 2 to 3 years is when Demon Slayer will end. Because again, there's just like, again, so much that goes into production when it comes to making episodes for anime, especially with ones like Demon Slayer, where again, the animation is just absolutely gorgeous. So I do think it might take maybe 2 to 3 years, and I'm not sure if they'll do movies. I kind of hope they don't, because I kind of hope they just like make it like, you know, complete anime arcs, because I did hear that the Swordsman Village is a lot longer than the previous ones we've seen. So I would assume that the other 3 are going to be long as well. So just based off of that, I would have to say that, yeah, maybe 2 to 3 years is when Demon Slayer will end. But, I mean, those are going to be some sexy 2 to 3 years. Now, I know we died just then, but to be fair, I wasn't really playing the optimal way, I guess I should say it, because I was kind of goofing around with the fusions, because I transformed Vegito, which I really shouldn't have, but here we are. Alright, let me actually run a team that I really, really want to run. Let's actually take on a different event too. But yeah, so 2 to 3 years is what I think. Now, Ian Garber says, oh, by the way, Ian is another guy who's been watching me for a while. Again, my apologies for not remembering you. Now I feel like, God, I feel bad. I feel really bad now that I forgot. Ah, shoot. That's my bad. Now we'll just do the OG Legendary Goku event. Alright. So we're going to basically run the same team. It's literally just, you know, transformation based. Because, why not? Who else? Maybe we should run someone else. Nah, fusions are better. Fusions have transformations. Actually, let's do Boo Piccolo. Or Bootanks, I should say. Because why not? I barely run Bootanks, unfortunately. Bootanks is great, but I barely run him. Alright. So Ian Garber says, what banner was your favorite to summon on? That's actually really hard. What was my favorite banner? What the hell? Believe it or not, I would actually have to say that my favorite banner is actually not the anniversary banners. None of the anniversary banners. It actually has to be AGL, Future Trunks, and Gohan. The reason I say that is because LR, Future Trunks, and Gohan, I pulled not only 3 copies of them, but I also pulled 4 other LRs from their banner. I literally pulled 1 LR every single summon. Granted, there were some summons where I didn't get any, and I got like 2 or 3 in like 1 summon, but you guys get the gist. I did 7 summons in total, and I got 7 LRs. So for me, it would have to be AGL, LR, Trunks, and Gohan, because again, I just got so many LRs from that banner. It was insane. I could not believe it myself. So that would have to be my best banner, because again, that was the banner where I had just the most absurd luck. 7 LRs in 7 multis. It was, again, dude, it was nutty. Alright, next up is LR Izuku, which, by the way, shout out to LR Izuku. We need to get my boy to 400 subs. He's at around, I think, maybe 381 last time I checked. But hopefully my boy's already at 400 or close to 400. So LR Izuku says, what's your favorite fusion? Also, congrats on the 500 subs. Thank you very much, my boy. So favorite fusion, it would honestly have to be Gogeta. Again, dude, my favorite fusion has always been Gogeta. Ever since I saw Super Gogeta versus Janemba as a kid, I was like, dude, that is the man. That is the boy, Gogeta. And again, I've been a Gogeta stan ever since. Again, your boy is gonna remain loyal to Gogeta. Now, Vegito is cool. Now, if I were to lay the pros and cons, I would say Vegito has the cooler design overall. Like, again, I love the design for Vegito. Because again, I do think Gogeta's is great, but I think Vegito's does slightly, overpower his in terms of just pure design. Now, I know they confirmed that the fusions are equal in power, but it's just my opinion that Gogeta, to me, has the better track record, because Gogeta has defeated every single villain he's fought. He defeated Broly, because again, Broly couldn't even land a single hit on him. And he also defeated Janemba, who he just literally insta-obliterated. Vegito, on the other hand, really doesn't. I mean, and Gogeta fought Omega, too. I mean, technically they're not canon, but, I mean, that's why I really didn't want to include him, but, I'll throw him in there. Because, technically, Gogeta could have finished Omega off, but again, because of the defuse, he wasn't able to. Which, again, was the same thing that Vegito suffered when he was fighting Zamasu, but even when he was fighting Zamasu, he wasn't dominating Zamasu. Zamasu was able to get some cheeky hits on him, too. So, that's why, overall, I would say Gogeta, to me, is the better. But again, that's not to discredit Vegito. Vegito, again, is still, again, they're equal in power. Again, don't get this wrong. They're literally equal in power, but to me, personally, Gogeta just feels stronger. Alright, so those were all the comments on that video. Let me see if there's any more on the other one. Alright, so... Oh, so Enemy, by the way, from Twitch, as I was saying earlier, was saying, what do we call this fan base? Now, I actually had an idea, and it's actually the name of the Discord server that we're in. It's called the Rose Drip Gang, because as you guys can tell, I very clearly love Rose. Honestly, you guys can kind of decide on what you guys want to be called. You guys can have a mutual agreement on what you guys want this community to be called, because honestly, man, I'm chill with anything. Enemy said the Cotton Farm, but to me that just feels kind of weird. Why would we call ourselves the Cotton Farm? But I mean, if you guys want to be called that, I mean, sure, go ahead. But yeah. I mean, go for it, guys. Just basically come up with whatever you guys want. I'm totally fine with anything. Now we're moving on to Twitter. So, Enemy also on Twitter, which, by the way, you guys can follow me on Twitter at CottonLad. Anyways, so Enemy sent me quite a few questions on Twitter as well. As you guys will very soon find out. So, the first question that's up right here He says, are the 500, and again, I'm quoting, by the way, are the 500 of us rats too much to handle? Now, you guys aren't rats. You guys are an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous group of people that decided to show your love and support and subscribe, and I will always thank you guys for that. No, you guys are not too much to handle. You guys are amazing. So, that answers that. Enemy says, what is your favorite Dokkan OST? And if it's not LR Janemba, then it's wrong. Well, then apparently my answer is wrong already, because my favorite OST, I think, has to be either... Because I'm actually tied. It's either the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's from the 7th year anniversary, Goku, so LR into Goku and Piccolo, Pikkon, AGL Pikkon, again, I actually really, really like his, or Turles. I'm literally stuck between those four. Either one of those could easily be called my favorite, because, again, they're just so damn memorable, like, I really, really enjoy it. But, again, basically any one of those four. It's just a banger. Oh, also Namek Goku's. Actually, I'll take out Goku and Piccolo for Namek Goku. Namek Goku's, I almost forgot about. Namek Goku's is such a banger. So, there you go. Actually, you know what? Namek Goku. Namek Goku's OST, I think, is going to be my number one. You know what? Screw that. Namek Goku, number one OST. Alright, next up is, what is your opinion on Janemba? I do think Janemba is a great character. He's a great unit in Dokkan. Doesn't necessarily have the greatest unit in Legends, but I do think Janemba's great. Again, I really, really love Janemba. As you guys know, by my love for Tech Janemba. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge fan of the Fat Janemba. Tech Fat Janemba. Which, to many people, is, you know, not exactly the best. But I absolutely adore him. I love him. So yeah, dude, I love the Janemba units in this game. Next up, by enemy, again, is how much wood would Woodchuck chuck? If a Woodchuck could chuck wood, well, he can chuck a lot of wood if he's chucking a lot of wood. If he could chuck wood. So so the answer is wood. So, alright, so this is a doozy one. So enemy now says, two trains, train A and B, simultaneously depart Station A and Station B. Station A and B are 252.5 miles apart from each other. Train A is moving at 124.7 miles per hour towards Station B, and Train B is moving at 253 miles per hour towards Station A. If both trains departed at 10 a.m. and it's now 10:08, how much longer until both trains pass each other? Okay. So Train A and Train B, that's 252 miles per hour. We have 250... Enemy, you already shot yourself in the foot here, son. 252 miles per hour. We have to translate that to minutes, and that'll tell us the amount of 8 minutes. So that'll tell me the distance that is covered. Oh. Well, actually, wait. Let me actually do this. Let me actually do this. 253. Know that 1 hour there are 60 minutes. God, your boy's doing some big brain math over here. So that would mean it's moving at 15,210 miles per minute. And they started at 10. It's now 10:08. That doesn't make sense. Let me actually take this. God, I did not think I would be doing math. I literally just had... Why am I doing math? Alright, so let's multiply that by 8. How much longer? You know what? I give up. Yes, I give up. Mostly because I would need I would need total concentration to do the math problem. Again, I have a general gist of it, but again, I would need like complete just silent dedication to it. And I'm not trying not to do... I'm also just trying not to do math. I don't want to do math, dude. I'm already taking physics, dude. I hate physics. So... math. But yeah. That's a good question, though. Just based off the answer I was getting alone. Because train A is moving almost half the amount of speed that train B is moving. So... Damn, man. It would take a while. Probably maybe like 1 or 2 hours. No. 8 minutes have passed. Maybe like another 22 minutes. I'd say maybe like in around half an hour. That's like my guess just based off of mental math. Which again, mental math is not good. Especially when you're dealing with problems like that. But that's the first thing that came into my mind. But yeah. That's exactly what came to mind when I thought of it. So yeah, that's exactly what your boy thinks of it. Oh, so anyways, those were all the questions, again, that I have seen. If you guys have more questions, again, be sure to let me know. Jesus, to let me know in the comments down below of this video. And hell, dude, I'll even make a follow-up, one to this one. I absolutely loved, doing this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we're gonna wait for the fusion to continue, but yeah, I mean, great questions. Like, every single one was amazing. And again, just thank you guys all. I reiterated this part a million times, but a million times more, I'll scream it to the world. Thank you guys for just the ridiculous amount of support you guys have shown to not only me, but also the channel. So, can't thank you guys enough. So we're going to get this turn from Buuhan and Gogeta. Actually, no, we might as well just go ahead and finish the event. The event's going to go down pretty easy. I doubt it's going to be too long. Because, we have an absolutely broken team, so this should be pretty much a piece of cake, son. Alright, Buuhan, I probably shouldn't have transformed Buuhan if I'm being completely honest here. The also unfortunate part is I don't really have the greatest partner for Buuhan. We only have like 3 links active here, which is a good amount, but again, Buuhan does require a little bit more to make him look even better, especially since this boy's got big pet bosses. Alright, but Gogeta here. Lay down the pain, Gogeta. 70% chance to dodge, baby. Let's see you go. And... death. Okay. Not gonna lie, that was a little bit disappointing. You had a 70% chance to dodge, and you proceeded to dodge absolutely nothing. So, there's that. But yeah. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and end the video here. Number 1, time. This video is already like over half an hour long, and I don't want to stretch this out more than it needs to. Double super by these guys though, so pretty good tanking. So anyways, thank you guys all for watching the video. Again, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And again, if you guys have any questions for me, again, I wouldn't mind doing a follow-up Q&A. Again, I really do enjoy making these types of videos for for you guys. So again, just let me know if you guys have any more questions, and as always, just again, write them down below. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
The name of this one is Rosé. Oh, this is the power of legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Now I understand.